Yo, what's up everyone? Your favourite British scallywag is here, and as the great people of my country would say, we're back with a banger today. If we look at my last video, it's clear that you people, you love it when I'm raging, you love it when I'm angry, you love it when I'm hating on the game, because this was my most liked video ever, and it's literally just a video of me shouting at my screen for 2 minutes, which is crazy. But okay, I'll give the people what they want. You want to see me angry? You want to see me hating on this game? Well, this is what this video is all about. That's all we're going to be doing for this entire video. So let's jump into it, you sadistic bastards. Kabam gave everyone a free 7-star Guardian, but then made him useless for 4 Battleground seasons in a row. They knew what they were doing. Why is Blade even in the skill class? My man is half vampire. He should be in the mystic class for sure. There's a couple of duplicate champions that have the same exact animations and near identical abilities. They've had plenty of time to change this. These champions have been in the game since like 2015, 2016. Plenty of time to update their animations and abilities, but they haven't. I'll add a L for each one of these duplicates, hopefully to get the same treatment as the Iron Man. The arena system is shit. Arena's boring as fuck. I don't want to play it, but it's the only place you can get units. Why is there no units or battle chips in Battlegrounds? All they had to do to make Deathless Vision good was keep him the same as OG Vision and give him some good damage. But no, they nerf his power control, they give him a bunch of phasing bullshit, what no one cares about, and they give him mid damage still. Why? The only problem with OG Vision is that he has ass damage. He would be a good champion if his damage was good. The same fucking problem that Vision has had for 10 years, his new version has. Why? Man, I don't read comics, but I don't know any of the new characters being added these days. Count Nefaria, Saphira, oh, Megamind, I know him. Kabam's priorities are very strange. We got champions like Joe Fixit, Kabam's own original character, a white version of Magneto, slightly racist, Kamala Khan, Karnak, who the fuck is Karnak, Venompool, a completely made up character, and Howard the motherfucking Duck from that 80s movie. We got all these characters before fan favourites like Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Nick Fury, Red Skull, the entire Fantastic Four. That's crazy. So many obscure and irrelevant characters were added before these fan favourites, which is just silly if you ask me. Deadpool was one of the first champions added to the game, and he has not been touched since 2014. He has received no buffs. He is one of the most outdated champions in the entire game. It sucks because all the Deadpools are ass. Red Deadpool sucks. Platinum Pool and Gold Pool are trophy champions that also suck. Deadpool X-Force got a buff, but guess what? He still fucking sucks. So can we buff Red Deadpool and make him more available? I'm adding another L because he shouldn't even be pay to win. He's one of the most popular Marvel characters. Speaking of pay to win, Weapon X is the best Wolverine in game, but you can only get him if you're a massive whale like myself. They keep ruining War because the champions in the attacker tag, they mostly suck. Alliance, War Rewards, you have no idea how much of a tongue twister that is, but my point is, they're not worth it. Especially if you are a planner, they desperately need a buff. When you buy a boost from the loyalty store, it will go on a timer and you can't buy it again until the timer ends, which I get for the grey boost, but for the power back boost, this really sucks because you only get one of these a week. And if you're using this in War, you're not going to be able to buy another one for incursions or just content. You can only earn loyalty through War, which sucks for people like me because I've retired from War, so I can't get any loyalty. AQ is boring as fuck. They need to just delete the game mode and replace it with something else. And they act like they need Alliance Quest. They act like the game will die without Alliance Quest for some reason. But it won't, just delete the game mode, no one likes it. Battleground rewards are not worth the effort. It's a meme at this point. The rewards have not been updated for nearly a year. People who place in the top 10 get no rank 3 materials. What's up with that? Your top 10 best players in the world, they 100% deserve to get a 2 to 3 gem at the very least, in my opinion. Then give C1 like 2 to 3 gems. There's no reason why you shouldn't be rewarding your most skilled players. But they still refuse to buff the rewards. Oh, what's that? Next season in Battlegrounds is the anniversary event. We're going to be celebrating Battlegrounds and all of its players, and there will be some extra rewards. I bet the top 10 rewards are really nice this time round. No, they've had no buff. No Battleground brackets have been buffed, so Mysterium and Celestial rewards are staying the same. The only buff is in the Battleground solo event, so the person who spends the most units on Elder Marks will get the best rewards instead of the best players. Oh, okay, that makes sense. The Orochi boss was boring as fuck, or you just cheesed it with Magneto or Storm, like I did. They seriously need to buff the OG Karina rewards. These Karina challenges are the hardest ones by far, but they have the most outdated rewards, which is not its fault, it's a product of the time, but they can buff the rewards, it's not too late. Does anybody even still play EQ? The rewards are comically outdated and it's so long and boring. The only reason you would want to play EQ is to get access to the Paragon Gauntlet, which Valiant players should have access to instantly. We shouldn't have to play through 4 hours of filler just to get the gauntlet. Special quest is always way too time consuming, so I never do it. If you insist on making us do a quest every day, at least make it one fight. This is one that has always annoyed me. Why do rerolls cost tokens / units? We should all just get one free reroll per Battlegrounds match. There's literally no reason for this to have a cost to it. Why is there even a decline button in Battlegrounds? At the end of the season, people will just decline matches so people can't push higher in Gladiator Circuit. If there was no decline button, this wouldn't be a problem. There's no reason for it to exist. The decline button only causes problems. Why is the draft completely RNG in Battlegrounds? Each champion in your deck that isn't banned should show up at least once. No Serpent nerf. They think this guy's balanced. What the fuck is even the point in the balance program if a clearly OP defender is not going to get fucking nerfed? A ton of defenders deal unavoidable damage now. Battlegrounds just feels like a drafting contest more than anything, and it never used to be this way. Why are the profile pictures so goddamn expensive? I love most of them, but it's 500 a piece for the good profile pictures, which is so stupid. Why are they so expensive? Thanos is one of the worst characters in games, so is Kang, but who gives a fuck about Kang? Thanos was the main villain of the MCU for years and he's a complete potato in this game. There's too many versions of Spider-Man. I personally love this, but I know it annoys a lot of people, so I'll add it as an L anyway. Even if you fully dex Bullseye Special 1, you still take bleed damage. The AI in these Summer of Suffering fights are always on some bullshit. If you watched my last video, you know what I'm talking about. Unstoppable Colossus and OG Punisher are trophy champions that free-to-play players can get, and they're complete potatoes. At least buff one of them, they've been in the game for years. The global chat is just filled with trolls or someone trying to sell you mods. That reminds me of our sponsor here today actually. Do you hate wasting time grinding units and gold? Are you consistently being bullied in Battlegrounds? Well, thanks to our sponsor today, that can all change. Head to www.codedagoff.com to get 90% off units and gold, and through our monthly subscription, you can get access to our crit pack mods, which gives all your champions additional critical rating and additional critical damage, which will make your champions crit more and crit harder, so you can cheat in Battlegrounds too, only $9.99 a month. I just need to make this perfectly clear, that was a joke. We are in fact not sponsored by Code Dagoth, and I do not sell mods. Now 99% of you will know that's a joke, will understand that's a joke, maybe laugh at it. But through reading my comments, I know, personally, that 1% of you are completely brain dead. So if I didn't make it perfectly clear that this was a joke, I probably would have got reported and kicked off the CCP or something. So yeah, just making it clear, I am not a modder. Now back to the video. This new Kabam emote is sick, one of my favourite emotes added, but you can only get it if you beat a Kabam employee, so most people will not be able to get it. I'll get it though, because I'll be hunting down now. Bro, the forums look straight out of the Stone Ages. I feel like I've hopped in the time machine and travelled to like 1996 looking at this. If you know me, you know I take my emotes very seriously. Some people even call me the emote connoisseur, and I rate this new one a 1 out of 10. It is cringy as hell. If you dab on me, I'm going to low-key spam you. Sandman looks dope as fuck, some of the coolest animations in game, but none of that matters because he sucks. All I want is to dupe my 7-star Nova, and I can't pull him. They need to stop releasing champions that are only good in long form content. It's a waste of resources and a waste of time, because long form content is irrelevant right now. Everyone's already done Necro. Even if you haven't, there are plenty of other options we don't need anymore, and Abyss and most of the other long form content is irrelevant, so it's just a massive waste of time. Where did Howard's mech suit even come from? We need the movie version in game, he's way more iconic. They teach you in the tutorial that you can break your opponent's block with a heavy attack, but if you try this in an actual match, you'll get hit in the face. There has been no new relics released for months now. We have Kang, we have Thanos, and we have Maestro now, but when can we play as the Grandmaster? Every single Deathless champion sucks. Defenders should not be turning off your masteries. I would be fine if it was only one, but there's 3 defenders that I can think of straight away that turn off your masteries. Why is Red Goblin even a 7-star? At least Venom the Duck is a meme. No one even remembers this guy exists. Quake and Magic being 5-star locked. I understand Quake, but fuck Quake, they should just change her abilities. Magic though, she isn't too strong to be released as a 6-star. Yes, she has very strong power control, but her damage is very outdated. Cable and Wolverine will probably never get buffed because the synergy with Apocalypse make them very good, but synergies are becoming less and less relevant. They're updating Venom's model, but like why? It looks fine. There are plenty of other champions, like most of the 2014 champions, that need it way more. Cap Sam would be such a cool champion if he just had good damage. Why did they stop doing 2 metas per Battleground season? Playing the same meta for an entire season gets boring. Why can't I dupe my 1-stars? The bronze stars just look ugly as hell. Anything below a 6-star gets useless really fast in this game, so I hope you didn't waste any resources ranking up 5 or 4 stars. I don't get why Wiccan's health is so low when his damage is really nothing impressive if the opponent doesn't have a massive amount of buffs. He's all glass without the cannon. We already have rank 3 7-stars, soon we'll have rank 4s, and 6-stars will become less and less usable, especially in Battlegrounds. Who made the choice to release Juggernaut as a 7-star? They must not have tested him because this guy is clearly too strong. They make metas include non-damaging debuffs just to counter this guy a lot of seasons in Battlegrounds. He's way too strong. I'm really surprised that he was one of the first 7-stars to be added, but champions like Baron Zemo are too strong to be 7-stars apparently. That's from Kabam, not me. They nerfed the root mechanic for no reason. It wasn't overpowered, and this nerfed 2 already mid champions, Zemo and Kraven. There are champions that have been in the game since the start, 2014, that are still potatoes that have no damage, no utility, like 2 sentences in their description. Why are 1-stars pre-buff versions of the characters? This just makes 1-stars even less viable, and it makes them annoying to use in a special arena. They often make 1-stars give you extra points in these special arenas, but the fights take so goddamn long with them because the pre-buff champions are ass. There's no gold or ISO in the Battlegrounds store, which is really annoying because a lot of people only want to play Battlegrounds in this game, and they can't because you can't get all the items you need to rank up your champions from here. They need to start selling gold and ISO, and they also need to start putting rank 3 material in here as well. I can finish a fight in Battlegrounds faster than my opponent, but if my load time was worse, I still lose the match. How is that fair? There is way too many forms of currency in the game right now. Look at all this shit. The unfazed mastery shouldn't trigger on defense. It messes with champions like Mr. Negative and Count Nefaria, and you can't do anything about it. What is the point in giving null 40% degeneration resistance? It's not enough to make it useful. Ultron's degens don't benefit off deep wounds, so if you run 5 out of 5, Ultron is actually better against non-mutant champions, which is pretty silly. There is no good version of Doctor Strange in the game. No Symbiote Supreme doesn't count, but even if he did, he's still pretty mid. I feel like so much time and effort goes into writing this story, but does anyone actually read it? Because I don't. Why can't we skip SB3 in Alliance War, Alliance Quest or Incursion still? I get Battlegrounds because it would make some champions ridiculously OP, but there's no reason for us still not to have a skip SB3 in Incursions, Alliance War, Alliance Quest. There is so many shock immune champions in the game, but there's not that many champions that actually apply shock. It's kind of the same with Incinerate, but to a lesser extent. There's just a bit of a misbalance going on in game. We definitely do not need any more shock immune champions right now. If Luke gets bleed immunity from his bulletproof skin, shouldn't Hulk be bleed immune as well? Moleman's heavy reach is so bad for no reason. I'm pretty sure it's the worst in the game. Look at this shit. You can't heavy counter anything for it. And it's actually a problem for Moleman because he likes to heavy a lot, of course. We've had no updates, no new masteries since like 2015. And they removed the ones that said they were coming soon. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. This was a little 5k special. Well, not really. You know, I was going to make this video either way, but we'll just say it's the 5k special. Thank you all once again for 5k subs. You know, my goal was always to reach 10k subs. I feel like that's just a good number to aim for. And you know, we're halfway there already, and I've not been taking this seriously for too long. So yeah, massive thank you to all of you. If you enjoyed the video and you want to help out the channel, leave a like, leave a subscribe, maybe leave a comment as well. And I will see you all in the next video.